What is up, guys? Circon is here bringing you guys another replay cast. This time around, I'm not playing. It's actually someone else. So I wasn't streaming on Monday, so I don't have any highlights from Monday to show you guys today. So I figured I scour the internet, ask you guys for replays and stuff like that, and that is when Jedi, pointy-haired Jedi, you might as well know him, sent me this replay file from his own replay website thingy, and it's actually freaking disgusting, and I think it's a good thing to show it now, right after the review of the S1 that was yesterday, because I still think that this thing is the king of tier 8 TD premiums. You got that 490 alpha, the shells and stuff don't show up for some reason, and that's because this replay is, I think, from the previous patch, so that's a little bit awkward. So there might be a little bit of bugs there. But this thing has like ridiculous alpha, 490 alpha, good reload, obviously has the turret as well. And I almost forgot to say, it's being played by almost like human. Now I'm not sure if this guy has uploaded more replays or something like that, but you're just gonna see some crazy shit here. It's Encounter Redshire, there's only one tier 9 on each team. That's the enemy one, the E1, and then we have the T30, and then there's also some artillery. So pretty nice matchmaking all in all. I mean, artillery is always going to be really shitty for you in the Skorpion, as he high rolls like no tomorrow. I fought, but he hit him for 2, I think. That's what you get for not having those things up. Like, also the hit list and everything doesn't matter. I'll show you guys how much damage this guy has done in the end of the game. Like I said, it is a slightly older replay, so it is a little bit buggy, but he nails the shots right here. Absolutely nails them as they come down the hill, because it is Encounter, so they spawn a lot closer to the 9-0 line, so there's a lot more action there. And these guys are just lammed to the slaughter. Actually whiffed that shot and hit the rock there. It's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, the Skorpion G compared to the S1, I think the Skorpion G is still so much better. You will lack some camo obviously, but the versatility you get out of it for having a turret and still being really fast is just undeniable. And I quite like the fact that it has the 490 alpha instead of the 390 compared to the S1 as well. Because, you know, if you get spotted, you already put down 490 down the range, and if you get spotted and do 390 down the range, you know what I mean? Like, so the exposure for damage done is a lot better, obviously. And that's what I really like to see. And I figured that's why I showed this replay as well. It's just, you know, right after the S1 review, so you can see the difference between the two. Obviously, the playstyle is still going to be relatively similar, but especially in the end game, you can do a lot more in the Skorpion G. So we've just been sitting on a perch sniping away, and that's something you can do on a Shining Encounter. I mean, there's pretty much nothing wrong with that. Yeah, he had perfect shots on everything coming down there, and the team is just kind of failing right now. I see the T30 is on low health, the Black Prince is on low health. Yakpanta 2 looking. Well, that's gonna be probably a bounce here. Yeah, that superstructure Yakpanta 2 is still pretty good at these ranges. So I would love to know what you guys think about the differences. If you bought an S1, I'm especially curious. I don't think a lot. Well, I don't expect a lot of people to buy the S1. At least not people that watch my YouTube, because I didn't really recommend it. But I do think a lot of people have or want the Skorpion. Oh, that's the juicy haul for 505. See, that's just what I like about this gun. It's just the high damage numbers is really what you want to play TDs for the most part. At least that's what I find, you know, interesting. That's why the Raffioli as a medium is really interesting with the 400 alpha as well. But just playing really cautiously here. And as I said, I'll show you guys the damage numbers after the game, as the replay is kind of bugged. Kills the Yakpanta 2, nice shot there. We're on only 2 kills, the team is not looking too hot. RT is still alive, but they definitely have the advantage right now. Their Bulldog is still alive. The T49 is still alive, a lot of scouting can still be done. There's T44, T54 E1, and the Super Pershing knocking at the door here. So it is really dicey. There is a lot of nice one-shots though for almost like human, as he takes down the E1. And I wonder if he got spotted. I don't think he actually did, because the Super Pershing in the middle there. But he is, that's what I like to see. Like when you fire and you're not exactly sure if you're gonna get spotted or not, it's just to pull back right away. Because the Sixpence always has a slight delay to it, so he's playing actually really smart here by shooting and then backing off. Now, there is you know, there's something to say for standing still as well, because you don't lose as much camo. Well, if you fire, you lose camo, obviously, but if you start moving, you also kind of fuck yourself over that way. Oh, the bull that gets spotted here. There's still an FCM 50T. If he can protect that, they can still probably carry the game between the two of them, because he's still on like 1,000 health. And the T-49 comes right after the FCM. See if you can protect him. This is obviously really nice. You want to take out the T-49 because he will pen the Skorpion with relative ease as he blasts the FCM. I think for 471. I think it was actually the T-49. Oh, trying to get a cheeky shot here. The T-49 keeps going. That's kind of a misplay, I'd say. I think he would be better off just hiding at this point. And now, almost like human, can take its time to aim, connect the shot for 499. And now the T-49 is like, you know what? I'm gonna go for artillery. And that actually leaves almost like human open to kill and take care of this T-49 as he keeps going. There's really pretty much a misplay by the T-49 here. Beautiful shot into the T-49, the 4th kill. Things are still looking extremely dire though, with 9 against 12. All the artillery is still alive, which obviously is going to blast your Skorpion into the, you know, next century basically. T-44. Oh, you get the crazy critical hit on the tracks and don't even track him. I hate it when that happens. But regardless, he is potentially a one-shot. He needs to roll slightly over average to kill the T-44 in one shot. The FCM 50T is still alive as well, surviving the T-49 and artillery barrage. He's on 372 health though. And the enemy team seems to be going out of the cap. And almost like human decides to take a look here. There's a tier 7 on 370 health. That's an easy one-shot. And because he basically preserves all of his health in the beginning, you know, he can afford to take these shots, especially from some tier 7 that hits you for 200. That's absolutely fine. And the prototype is another matter, of course, that hits slightly harder than the T-43. But he has to take care of it. But they're both in out of cap, which is slightly odd, but you know, it also makes sense at the other hand that, you know, they will know where they were. That's the main thing. If I'm like in the end game and the enemy starts capping, I know exactly where they are and I can like make my way and play exactly how I want to instead of just being super careful and looking out for them. Shader SP, see if they take a shot. Yes, there we go. 350 taking the RT down. Always nice to see some artillery pieces of shit die. Always good. So we're actually on 6 kills now. They still have 4 tanks. The T-44 is a one-shot. We don't know how much health the prototype has, and the 2 artillery are also one-shots. That's the juicy 490 Alpha. And the FCM 50T is actually helping a lot here. Going K-line, going for the counter against artillery is excellent play here. Taking those artillery out before you engage the T-44 in the prototype is definitely a winning move here. And there we go, that Alpha comes in handy again, 7 kills. Somebody goes into the cap, and is either the Prot or the T-44. And the prototype, it just gets spotted here. That's a crazy spot, he didn't even get counter spotted, I don't think. The M12 is there, so that means that the T-44 is likely in the cap. Second artillery gets taken out. STM 50T really played well here. Like, he didn't lose his shit, you know, he got assaulted, he got artillery, he has had a rough day. And he's still just helping out the team here. T-44 comes in. Obviously the one shot overextends like no tomorrow. He should have just stayed hold down and find a better position. Shoots him in the hull, no problem at all there. Now it's just the prototype alive. And with having 2 people versus the 1 prototype, this should be an easy cleanup, because the prototype is extremely awkward thing in these relatively open fields here on the Red Shire. So we're just gonna sneak in there. Again, it's really nice to have that 949 health here. You can take like 1 or 2 shots. The prototype actually spots the FCM there. And he takes almost like you and takes like a little bit of a crazy shot there. I don't think he actually had a silhouette. Does get some spotting though from the FCM, which puts a nice little shot in. He wasn't full health, but now, you know, you need about 2 shots to kill him. And you can actually take a hit as well. But if they just play carefully, they can both, you know, take care of that. And FCM 50T is always nice to see some communication like this. It's the safest way to relocate. Let's not throw it now. You never know. The prototype might be shooting HE, might take out your gun, stuff like that. And it's good to see, almost like USS, you know, 5 minutes, absolutely no rush. We can do this. We can blast this guy. It's no problem. A really good comeback here. And again, shout out to the STM-50T as well for going towards the K line, taking out the artillery. Because if they were to engage the prototype in T-34, whilst they still had the backup of the artillery, it's obviously not something you want to do. Going to check here. The prototype is also kind of sneaky that he's not going into the cap, so they kind of need to be careful still as he moves back here. Takes a shot into the tracks. Excellent shot there. Oh, doesn't get the pen though. Still has the repair kit, obviously, because he didn't take any freaking damage over like the entire game. The FCM puts a shot in. Now things get a little bit awkward. For those who don't know, the prototype can't actually rotate his turret all the way. You can see because of the engine deck. But the FCM actually managed to get killed there. A little bit of a misplay on the FCM side, but beautifully played by almost like human, taking care of the prototype. So landing the 9th kill. And as I said, this is just a beautiful freaking tank to see play, you know. I really like my Skorpion. I almost have the 3rd mark. I kind of went away from the 3rd mark after the Japanese heavies at tier 9 and 10 got buffed, basically. But yeah, the Skorpion, absolutely awesome tank. I'm just going to show you quickly the post-game stats, because I know, because of the replay block, people are going to want to see how much damage he did in the end, as he blasted away like no freaking tomorrow. I think he actually had more damage than I've ever done in the Rheinmetall. So let's take a quick look here. As you can see, I'm using Jedi's website here. He gave me permission to use it, so it is absolutely fine. Don't worry about that, in case you are worried. He picked up actually his 2nd mark of excellence here. 18,000 W8 for those who care about that. And he managed to do over 8,000 freaking damage. Holy shit, definitely with the hard carry. The FCM, you know, did help out, did do a lot of damage, but by God, 2113 basic speed, 9 kills, over 8,000 damage. He has some medals, and he had the fade-ins in the end. We couldn't see the ammo loadout, but he actually got the fade-ins, which has destroyed the last enemy in the battle with the last shell in the ammo. That is absolutely crazy, so we couldn't even see that. Radley Walters as well. The high caliber, obviously, the top gun coming in. So how much money do you actually make when you shoot all of your shots? So he, without any of the fines yet, he can almost make 200,000 credits. Repaired the vehicle for only 3k. Of course, the premiums are cheap. He had to shoot some premium in there. We don't know when. But 60k definitely, his whole loadout was not APCR. You can easily say that, because he would have lost so much more money. And he probably ran food as well, losing the 23k, which is probably food and the repair kit or something similar, and the first aid kit. And he still made over 100k profit. Absolutely incredible game. Hopefully you guys enjoy these kinds of replays casts as well. I kind of don't want to do too many other people's replay casts too much, because I feel like it's a little bit of a cop-out, but it comes in handy in times like these where I don't have any highlights to show you because I didn't stream on Monday. So once again, almost like human, awesome carry here. Definitely had a better game than I have ever had in a Skorpion G, so it's cool to see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the replay as well. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. You know, I have pretty much daily YouTube uploads for Verbal Things. Sometimes some other games as well. If you guys want to see, for example, some Battlefield 1, I might get some more of that up there. Do leave your thoughts down below about the replay cast of other people. Love to hear your thoughts on it. And yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.